Alright! Hello everybody! Welcome back. Hello, Romp, Beatrice, Oe, Apparition, G-chan. Oh my god. That's okay, G-chan. Seriously. Nobody's obligated. Like, to come, like, I'm just so glad that you're here now, You really think I'm gonna like episode 8? I'm really glad because I have no idea what's gonna happen now. I expected Bernkastel's game to oh, I'm so sorry, Matt. Jeez, I don't know what's up with YouTube. It seems it doesn't like my episode 8 streams at all. Like because it's not showing up in people's links clearly. I don't know why. Oh, something weird's going on. Hello, Michael Pierre. Hello, Matt. Hello, James. Yeah, like, I fully expected Bernkastel's game to last until the end of the episode. So I have no idea what's going to happen now. I just made the episode title based on, the one remaining thing that's happening right now. Angie's hostage situation, which I am really excited. I didn't expect the game to be over this so soon. The murder mystery game that Bernkastel had set up. All that's gonna remain now is I really honestly like the puzzles. What I don't like is how you can miss scenes if you get things wrong. I don't like that. Because I don't think that's very fair. But I really have no idea what's to come. Like, exactly. I couldn't believe that the murder mystery game would be over so soon. Anyway, we got a bit of a late start, so let's get back into it. Hello, Sayoth. You can hear me okay, alright? I just making sure. With the new microphone and everything. Somebody! Is anyone there? Oni-chan! Oh. Hello, Totally. Welcome to the stream. Angie flew out of the guest house sobbing. Is there anyone still alive on the island? When she checked the cousin room earlier, it had been completely empty. Hello, Zia-san. However, she remembered that she hadn't seen Battler, George, or Mario's bodies. What she didn't know was whether this meant they were safe, or whether she was about to be reunited with them as corpses. Where are they? Where? Answer me! She dashed around through the rain. Where was she going? Nowhere in particular. The lost little sister dashed around in circles, searching for her brother. Drenched with rain and all alone. Eventually, I thought I heard my brother's voice from beyond a bush. No, it wasn't just his voice. I heard George Oni-chan's and Mario Oni-chan's voice too. I called out at the top of my lungs, but they didn't answer. At any rate, you guys, I can see by the total views that, everybody who wanted to watch the stream is eventually seeing it, because it's leveling out around the same amount of views as it normally does. So, at the very least, the people who want to see it are still getting to see it. So I'm glad about that, at least. Even though it's kind of screwing up the whole live experience for a lot of people, which does kind of piss me off. But, what can I do about it? Oh, hello, Joy. Oh, wow, I'm so glad. Have fun with Animal Crossing. If I ever get that game, I'm naming my island Rogunjima. I called out at the top of my lungs, but they didn't answer. But it's okay now. They're right there, just on the other side of the fence. could even faintly see them through the fence. When I ran around the fence, I found myself standing in front of a shed or something. It must be a shed to store tools for the rose garden. The three of them were standing in front of the shed. Hello, T. Ani-chan? I cried out, but my voice didn't reach them. Even though I yelled so loudly, something felt very wrong about all this. When people hear a voice, even when they pretend not to have heard it, their body tends to show some sign that they've noticed. Wait, what? You could have a Beatrice dress in Animal Crossing? Are you serious? Well, that just bumped that game up for me. Hold on. I think I have to consider getting it then. I've never played an Animal Crossing game before, but you have piqued my interest. Quite high. When people hear a voice, even then when they pretend not to have heard it, their bodies tend to show some sign that they've noticed. However, there was no trace of that in the three of them. Even though I was screaming so loud, it truly wasn't reaching their ears. The instant I understood that, my dash toward them slowed and came to a halt. Though we appeared to be in the same world, we were actually in different worlds entirely. It was like seeing someone on TV. Or was it more like seeing a ghost? I could see them clearly, but as far as they were concerned, I didn't exist. After all, look. Even if I stand in front of them, their eyes can't see me. If I try and touch them, will I really be able to? Hello, Armora. What if my hand just went right through? I was so scared at the thought that I could do nothing but stand there in shock, even though I was so close to them. Damn it! I don't have a clue anymore! Someone must have snuck in from the outside after all. And they're massacring the Ushiramiya family! No matter how we lock ourselves in, someone always gets killed. Ooh, it's the work of a witch after all. Everyone, calm down. Let's calm down and think. No one exists on this island except those with a direct relation to the Ushiramiya family. That doesn't make sense. After all, we've just seen several murders. That'd be impossible for any one of us. Well, that's true. But is it really? Maybe we've just missed something. Miss something? For example. That's right. Maybe someone was playing dead. Since we're the only ones on this island, the culprit must be one of us. That means someone we thought was dead was actually faking. But Angie, that's impossible! Every one of the corpses was checked by someone. There's no way any of them were faking! I don't want to think about it. But what if those corpse inspections were also faked? It could have gone like this. There were multiple culprits from the start. Then one plays dead, and the other lies and confirms that the first culprit died. Hello, Guppy Forest. Welcome to the stream. Then the culprit who played dead keeps on committing crimes. Creating the illusion that some stranger has snuck onto the island. Do you still suspect someone in the Ushiromiya family of being the culprit? Dr. Nanjo was killed. So it's probably safe to say that he isn't a culprit. And we can consider the examination performed by a doctor like him to be the most reliable. If so, then it's fair to say that the people whose death Nanjo checked were almost certainly dead. Who did Nanjo check? Genji, Kraus and Natsuki, Shannon, Goda and Kurosawa's corpses. Thinking back to the beginning and the bodies in the dining hall. Of those 6 victims, Dr. Ange only inspected Genji-san. But didn't the rest of us check on the others? Yes, but Dr. Nanjo didn't actually inspect them himself. What are you talking about? How the hell could our parents have survived after being killed like that? Anyway, what do you think you're saying, George Aniki? Wouldn't that mean one of our parents is the culprit? That's insane! They were killed right at the beginning, and so many of them! How can you accuse our parents of being killers after that? I won't let anyone, not even you, suspect and slander our parents after they've been killed like that! Sorry. I knew my mama was really dead. So does that mean that George Oni-chan's and that parents or Balor's parents were the culprits? Let's stop this, Maria-chan. I must have lost it a bit back there. George Oni-chan wouldn't kill Shannon. Maria, seriously, stop it. Please. That's enough. None of us would kill members of our family, right? So I don't think George Oni-chan would lie and say his parents were dead. Not if they were really alive. There's no way George Oni-chan would help out Nicole if Shannon was going to be killed. Calmly, as though answering a quiz or a riddle, Maria spoke to George. Then, with a blank look on her face, she turned to Battler and spoke. Battler, you saw your dad's mom's corpses, right? Yeah, I saw them. We all saw them, right? It was pitiful, blood-stained.
I think you're lying.
Oh my god, Maria, jeez.
Huh?
Huh?
どうしてそうなるんだよ。
Where the hell did that come from? Damn, Maria, the big brain here. Yeah, just totally cool with this.
Because that way it all makes sense. Back in the dining hall, Bella's parents were dead. One of them killed Aunt Natsuki in a class, locked the door from the inside, and waited in that room. The other one took over the murders after that. To break open the closed room of the guest house, they needed to have an accomplice inside. That was Butler. That explains everything.
いい加減にしろ。
Enough!
よさないか、バトラ君。
Stop it, Butler-kun.
マリアちゃんも。
You too, Mario-chan.
Finally, all the pieces fit together in the wolves and sheep puzzle inside my head. And the consequences of figuring this out are... crap. The culprits are Butler's family. Ooh. Am I right? Did I get it right? Oh, God.
何を言ってやがんだ。
What are you talking about? Correct. The voice came from behind Angie. She spun around, surprised. There, covered in blood, yet wearing cheery expressions, were Rudolph and Kyrie. Uncle Rudolph and Kyrie, I'm so glad you're sick. After saying that much, George realized what his words meant, and his face twisted into an expression of shock and horror. Mario wasn't surprised. However, she showed no joy at having her answer proven correct. And as for Battler, Angie saw it. That terrible expression, one that she would never forget as long as she lived. It was a demon's smile. A hideous demon that she'd never seen again, that she'd never see twisted in its face, that she'd never see again, twisted its face in a foul grin, and the truly horrible thing was that she saw it on her brother's face. Rudolph and Kitty lifted up the guns they'd been holding behind them. Hello, Flared. Welcome to the stream. The barrels pointed at the foreheads of George, who staggered backwards, and Maria, who grinned as though she was beyond caring what happens next. My God. Fucking hell, Bernkastel. Why do you want to do this to Angie? Didn't Angie help you out before? Why do you want to do this to Angie? There was a flash of lightning and a crack of thunder. Nothing more could be heard. Then as George and Mario were snapped around by that roar, the strings holding them were snipped. The two dolls fell into puddles with a splash and stopped moving.
Dad, Mom.
All of this occurred right before Angie's eyes. Oh my God, what a CG. Imagine seeing this CG out of context. Oh, shut up. Angie, who stood stunned beside them, wasn't visible to their eyes. They guffawed, overcome with laughter. Then, right in front of Angie, they started joking and complimenting each other on their kills so far. The three hideous faces, the faces of her family, made Angie want to cry and vomit at the same time, and she felt as though she would suffocate. Angie dashed away, covering her mouth. She wanted to escape the disgusting laughter coming from her beloved family as soon as possible. Then she slipped and fell face down in a puddle of mud. Why is Bernkastel doing this to Angie? Why? Like, I don't understand her motive here. Why do this to Angie? Oh, that's a good one, Guppy. Whoops. Not sharp, sugar.
You're all right yourself, sugar.
My God. Hello, bats. Oh my God. I don't understand why Bernkastel is doing this. What did she get out of it? Is she freaking Junko doing? Is she Junkoing this? Like, is it all for the despair? Like I understand. Like, jeez. Then she slipped and fell face down in a puddle of mud. She didn't try to get up. In fact, she instead chose to cover her ears to block out the disgusting laughter that she could still hear. As she did, from the shadows of the fences and bushes in this inky black rose garden, several dark things slipped into sight. The goats. Angie looked around in surprise to see eerie black shapes appearing from all over the garden and slowly surrounding her. It was a crowd of people with goat heads. Their outfits were all different. No, they're not. Some wore suits while the others were dressed casually. However, all of them were covered with darkness, and all of them had goat heads. Angie, bewildered, accidentally let her hands fall from her ears. But by now she couldn't hear that disgusting laughter. Okay, bye, Ji-chan. Have a good night. However, in their place, she could hear the words spoken by the goats. I think that was the first time the goats ever spoke. My God, what voice am I going to use for them? Oh my God!
Can't get vote on for the culprits.
I think, yeah.
Battler is the culprit. Battler is the culprit.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Battler culprit theory. Battler's family culprit theory.
As the goats continued to mumble in eerie voices, they surrounded Angie and began to draw nearer. They all pressed around her, each of them naming Angie's family as the culprits. At first, everyone joined in on the Eva culprit theory. The sole survivor from Rokunjima got almost all the wealth to herself, so such a theory was only natural. Why was Ushiromiya Eva the only one who escaped to Kuwadorian? And why did she refuse so stubbornly to talk about what happened that day? it was decided that the Eva culprit theory fit all these facts. However, when Eva died of illness, and people learned that all the vast wealth she had created by unscrupulous means would go to Angie, public opinion, or rather the forgers, created and spread a new culprit theory. This was the Rudolph's family culprit theory. If it was normal for everyone to come to the family conferences, why was Angie the only one who didn't come this time? Did Rudolph's family have some reason for not bringing the young Angie with them? They did take Battler, but he wasn't Kirie's son. Then, when it was revealed in some magazines that Kirie's family had close ties to a massive gangster organization, all eyes suddenly gathered on Kirie herself. The truth of how Rudolph had made a killing out of fraudulent business practices was also laid bare, and almost immediately the couple became thought of as the most suspicious people on the island. Hideyoshi and Eva's company might have been heavy-handed at times, but at least it had operated within the law. However, the more Rudolph's company was investigated, the more dirt was dug up. Furthermore, testimony was dug up about various scandals involving party tickets from the time Rudolph and Kirie were students. And it was clear that they were far more suspicious than Eva's family. Party tickets. What does that mean? Like they were selling tickets to exclusive parties or something? I'm not sure what that means exactly. And so, in a flash, the Rudolph's family culprit theory expelled the other conspiracy theories, including the Eva culprit theory, and reigned as the greatest of them all. It wasn't really because it was more plausible than the Eva culprit theory. They just had gotten bored of the old theory and wanted a new sensation. The goats seemed to bend and undulate. The sky rapidly turned white, becoming a ceiling lit by fluorescent lamps. Oh my god. The goats had changed completely, becoming the shapes of girls wearing goat masks. All the girls were wearing the same clothes. It was the uniform of St. Lucia Academy.
Did you hear? The real culprits were Rudolph and Kirie. I heard. Yeah, I knew there was something suspicious about them leaving their kid behind.
Didn't Ushiromiya Eva say herself that she was poisoned to death? Isn't it obvious who was behind that? Must be nice for her. She gets her whole family's riches all to herself, right?
I always knew that the Rudolph's family culprit theory was right.
I always thought there was something wrong with Ushiromiya-san. Oh my god, jeez. Why is Bernkastel doing this? Rudolph and Kirie are culprits.
Isn't Battler a culprit too?
Rudolph's family culprit theory. Rudolph and Kirie are the killers.
They tried to get the family wealth out of themselves, but Eva killed them back and they failed.
But in the end, Ushiromiya Angie gets everything anyway, doesn't she?
Rudolph and Kirie are the culprits, of course.
Rudolph's family culprit theory. Rudolph and Kirie and Battler are the culprits.
Rudolph and Kirie and Battler are the culprits.
Oh my god.
They're saying your family were the culprits, is your Mia-san.
それってどう思う？
What do you think of that?
ねえね
Hey, hey, what do you think?
え。でも結局財産は全てあなたが独り占めできるんでしょ？
But in the end, you get all the family wealth to yourself, don't you?
後ろにはエヴァはそれであなたには何も語らなかったのよね。
Even in the end, Shani, Eva never told you anything, right?
絶対にあの子が怪しいって思ってたのよ。
I always knew that girl was suspicious.
エヴァがあんたに辛く当たったことも全て説明がつくわ。
This also explains why Eva hated you so much.
ねえねえ、何か言ってよ。
はい
感想とか。
Hey, try to say something. Tell us what you think.
ほんと気持ち悪い子だよね。
She really is a creepy kid, isn't she?
ルドルフ一家犯人説ってどう思うか。ちょっとくらい何か言いなさいよ。
Can't you at least
感じ悪い。
tell us what you think of this theory, creep? My god. A blade of air swept over me as I crouched down, holding my head. Who did that? Who cut it? Is it Will or Battler? In a flash, the illusion of female students with goat heads that surrounded me shattered. I was curled up in a puddle in the rainy rose garden, surrounded by goats. Hello, Nagels. But then the goats were sliced in half, and the upper half slid to the side. It's all out wartime, baby! Woo! It was like seeing a master swordsman slicing through a stick of bamboo.
こっち。
Who's saying that? This way! The voice came from that black cat. Oh no. Oh no. The black cat with the bell that had guided me here. Incredible that it can talk. But that doesn't matter now. I dashed after it. The goat shrank back. A hole opened up in the encirclement. The black cat dashed through it. As I hurried through it, the goats began to chase after me. Countless heavy footsteps thundered behind us.
どこまで逃げるの？
Where are we running to, Mr. Cat?
The cat ignored my stupid question, probably because it was a girl. Where are we running to? It's obvious. As far away as we can make it. However, there was an unbelievable number of goats. It wasn't just the group chasing us. There was probably goats hiding throughout the rose garden, and everywhere we went, a group of them would appear and block our path. Each time we bumped into them, we ran down a different path in the maze of a rose garden. This is the only time I'm ever going to say this, but we need Rosa right now. We need Rosa's help. So I didn't even know which direction we were running anymore. It couldn't be. We aren't running around in circles inside a massive crowd of goats, are we? We ran into the arbor once more. I learned that my fears were justified. The 4 paths that led from the arbor were all blocked by a crowd of goats. Of course, the path we had come down was also blocked by our pursuers. There was nowhere to go and nowhere to run to. We were finally trapped.
黒猫さん、どうしよう。囲まれた。
Mr. Cat, what should we do? We're surrounded.
The black cat glared at the goats that surrounded us, standing on guard. It's all over for us. At that moment, I found myself floating in the air. A massive arm, large enough to crush my entire head, had grabbed my collar from behind. Oh God! Before I could even think to cry out, I saw it right in front of my face, a pair of strangely glowing red eyes, and a massive mouth with jagged teeth and foul breath. The mouth opened wide, and as though it was a separate creature, a bizarre tongue stuck itself out. Then it spat words at me.
Rudolph's career and Battler are the culprits. Rudolph and Kyrie played dead, and Battler lied when he inspected them.
I can barely hear the goats.
Then one of the parents carried out the murders up until the second twilight and hid under the bed and not show his room. guest house. The other parent carried out the guest house murders. This is the truth.
Then, that gaping, smelly mouth slowly began to close over Angie's head.
反論
Counter.
ルドルフ一家犯人説以外でもロジックの構築は可能です
Oh no. I know what Bernkastel is doing. She's gonna get Angie on her side. Oh no. That's why she's doing this. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's possible to form a logical theory other than the Rudolph's family culprit theory. A blue flash sliced off the top of the mouth that was trying to eat Angie's head, sending it flying. I fell into a puddle, along with the goat that was still grasping my collar, though there was nothing left of it above the chin. Without any hesitation, the goats stretched out their thick arms as though they'd been given a second chance to snatch the spray for themselves, and they rushed towards me. All of them spoke in unison. Oh god, wait. It's not Bernkastel. But this is her theme song.
Anything besides the Rudolph's family culprit theory would be impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Damn, that's an effect. Holy shit. Budget.
ルドルフ一家犯人説以外でもロジックの構築は可能です
I know this one.
It's possible to form a logical explanation other than Rudolph's family culprit theory.
例えばジョージ一家犯人説でも可能です
For example, a theory with George's family as the culprits is possible.
Oh my god. Oh no. It's back to the fucking... It's a stooge. Ah, it's the legendary stooge. The greatest stooge that ever lived. Oh boy. A red flash and a blue line became blades of wind that passed over my head, doubly slicing the arms of a goat that tried to pick me up. I think the next goat dashed not towards me, but towards the black cat that was protecting me from behind. As I sat on my butt, staring up towards the rainy night sky, the massive goats were in the air right above me, fighting the black cat or someone.
George's family culprit theory is impossible. George can't kill Sharon. So he can't become a culprit, and he can lie while checking corpses.
可能です
No, it is possible.
犯人は殺人者のことと定義されています
Hello, Luce.
A culprit is defined as one who murders.
そして殺人は登場人物に対して行われたものにしか限定しないとは言っていません
No one ever said they have to murder a character who appears in the story.
すなわち
In other words,
ジョージが当該ですでに本件以外の殺人を犯していたならばこの島で誰も殺さなかったとしても犯人であり嘘をつくことが可能というわけです
if George committed murder outside the island, someone time before this crime, he could be a culprit without killing anyone in the island, and it would be possible for him to lie.
The deep red curves bit into the goat. Its massive body was knocked into the air, became about 7 logs of flesh, and was thrown into the rose bushes. This time the terrible force of the attack shocked the goats. They faltered, shook, and stepped back. Finally, I understood. That red slice. It had come from a weapon that could draw red slashes. No, it also drew blue slashes just a second ago. It was a massive size that could speak both types of truth, red and blue, at will. I looked up at the sky, then let my head hang down backwards. It is I, Erika Furuto, the greatest savior who ever lived! There was no black cat there. It was a girl holding a large size.
いかがです？
How's that?
フルドエリカにはこの程度の推理が可能です。
This level of reasoning is possible for Furuto Erika.
When the crowd of goats recognized the girl who called herself Erika, a stir passed through it. What a reintroduction! It was clear that this person had enough of a reputation to make them tremble. Erika lifted me up, flew into the air, and landed on top of the arbor. Then she let go of me and, still wielding her scythe, made an elegant curtsy to the crowd of goats surrounding us.
初対面の方々がほとんどでしょう。
And this is probably the first time most of you have met me.
自己紹介です。
Allow me to introduce myself.
はじめまして。こんにちは。
Pleased to meet you, everyone.
探偵フルドエリカと申します。
I'm Furuto Erika, the detective.
ルドルフ一家犯人説しか思いつかない石ころ頭どもはどうぞお引き取りを。
If you're one of those blockheads who can only think of the Rudos family culprit theory, stand
あ
down.
るいは私を論破できるおつもりでいる皆さんはどうか歓迎を。
If anyone thinks they can counter my argument, please feel free.
無論私も歓迎して差し上げます。
Of course, I won't be holding back either. The goats all howled at once. It seemed to be a cry of shock, of fear, or possibly of awe. The goats surrounded the arbor, chattering but not moving any closer. None of them had the courage to stand against this detective, the witch of truth called Furuto Erika.
やれや
Yada yada, good grief.
れイクマンと集まってこのざまですか？
All those thousands. And this is the best you can do?
どなたもこのフルドエリカと論戦を楽しもうという勇気がないのですか？
None of you has the courage to fight Furuto Erika in a battle of words?
ならば残念。
Too bad.
お開きにさせていただきましょう。
Let's put an end to this.
さりとてこのフルドエリカ
Then again, I, Furuto Erika,
石頭の間抜け諸君を一人一人論破していくほど時間が余ってもおりません。
don't have enough spare time to counter all you blockheads one by one.
後片付けは彼女にお願いすることとしましょう。
I'll let her clean up the rest.
お願いします。
You're up! Oh my god! Full rogues gallery time! Oh my god! Wow, okay. We are getting the full rogues gallery back. Okay, let's see. When Erika cried out, red cracks opened in the dark night sky. It looked like the spiderweb-shaped fissures that appeared when a glass window has been struck hard, or was more like a blood-red spiderweb. A laugh rang out through the spiderweb-covered world. A witch's laugh. It sounded somehow familiar to Angie. And there, standing on the spiderweb and gazing down on the goats who must have looked like trapped bugs, was the witch.
この私を差し置いて誰が六軒島の王女ですって？
You forget me! And you call him the ruler of Rakanjima!
私を差し置いてルドルフが犯人？
You forget me, and you think Rudolph is the culprit! It was the witch who had hidden inside of Eva, a witch of the future, who would one day call herself the Endless Witch. After the catwalks closed over this world,
エヴァ・ベアトリーチェを差し置いてこの 島の殺人劇を誰が語ると
Who forgets Eva Beatrice and calls themselves the murderer of Brokenshima?
おこがましいと知りなさい
How impertinent!
この島の全ての生き死には私の手のひら
On this island, who lives and who dies is totally up to me!
全ての財産も黄金も全て私のもの
All the wealth and gold is mine!
そして猫箱に閉ざされたこの1986年10月4日も5日も全て私のもの
Everything about October 4th and 5th in 1986 is mine to do with as I please!
このエヴァ・ベアトリーチェのもの
It all belongs to me, Eva Beatrice!
Eva swung her one-winged staff at the crowd of foolish goats beneath her, proclaiming their deaths. The ceiling of spiderwebs that covered the heavens plummeted, and more spiderwebs seeped out of the ground at the goats' feet. Then the webs from above and below met, and thousands upon thousands of goats were caught up in their grasp. Okay, bye, Armora. Thank you so much. That was really sweet of you. Then, as Beatrice swung her staff, it swirled around and around like egg yolk being mixed in a bowl. Eventually, it was all packed into a massive blood-red goo. The moans of goats drifted out from the inside. That entire crowd had been compressed into a meatball a few meters across.
私が犯人であることを疑うおバカさんたち
So you morons doubt that I'm the culprit!
あなたたちはエヴァ犯人説で思考停止がお似合いです
Reaching to Eva culprit theory and giving up there. It's good enough for the likes of you.
潰れて消えちゃえば
If only you just get crushed and disappear!
Oh my god, we are going to have the mother of all battles on our hands. Buchin. No other word could do that sound justice. After sucking in all those goats, the spiderweb ball vanished into thin air with a squelch. After that, there wasn't even a trace left. The dark rose garden lay there without any sound but that of the falling rain. Beatrice drifted down from the sky.
おばさんはいつだってエンジェちゃんの味方よ
Your aunt will always be on your side, Angie-chan.
あなたの家族の悪口を言う人なんか許さないんだから
I'll never let anyone insult your family.
エヴァおばさん
Auntie Eva.
I knew I should be grateful, and yet it really wasn't easy for me to believe that Aunt Eva was my ally. Beatrice realized that too.
いいの
Don't worry.
感謝されたくてしてるんじゃない
I'm not doing this because I want to be thanked.
でも私はいつだってあなたの味方よ
But I'll always be on your side.
じゃあね
See you later.
She giggled, spun around, and vanished. Now that she had already left, I started to regret not saying even a thank you. Buchinus squelched, thank you, apparition. So I figured I should at least thank the other person who had saved me.
助けてくれてありがとう
Thank you for saving me.
あなたはどなたですか
Who are you?
I already knew her name. What I was really asking was why she had saved me.
私は探偵フルドエリカ
I'm Bruto Erika, the detective. The greatest detective to ever live!
そして
sorry.
同時に魔女でもあります
And I'm also a witch.
魔女
A witch?
真実の魔女
A witch of truth.
一なる真実を追求するものです
One who searches for the single truth.
そしてそれはあなたのことでもありますね
And so, are you, right?
Those 2 days, October 4th and 5th, 1986. I've been so desperate to know what had happened that I took a step off the roof of that skyscraper, drifted through several witch games and fragment worlds, and abandoned myself to this long journey with no rewards. All I want is to know what happened that day. All I want is the single truth of that day.
それを求めるのが真実の魔女です。
Searching for something like that is what makes you a witch of truth.
だからあなたは私と同じなんです。
So you're just the same as me.
だから助けに来ました。
That's why I came to save you.
Don't believe her lies! Bernkastel set this all up to get you on her side again. Angie, don't you remember how she fucking stuck you in a theater and let you bleed to death twice? Painfully. Come on. While showing you this whole battler culprit, family culprit theory in the first place.
私は知りたいの。
I want to know
一体あの日に何があったの？
just what happened on that day.
誰も教えてくれない。誰にもわからない。
No one will tell me. No one knows.
でも確かにあの日に何かがあったの。
And I know something happened on that day.
私はそれを知るためなら何だって投げ出せる。
And you'd have anything to learn what that was.
それだけが私が命を捨てても知りたい唯一のことなの。
That's the one thing I need to know no matter what. Even if it kills me.
だから教えて。
So tell me.
あなたは知っているの？
You know, don't you?
一体この島で何があったの？
You know what happened in this island, right?
真実の魔女にとって
Does a witch of truth
真実は与えられるものですか？
expect to be given the truth?
私がこれが真実だとあなたに押し付けたなら、あなたはそれを鵜呑みにする気ですか？
If I told you that so and so was the truth, would you really just accept whatever I said?
それは違う。
No, I wouldn't.
バトラさんはあなたに今日何を見せてくれましたか？
What did Father-san show you today?
Today, Oni-chan showed me a bizarre Halloween party. It may have been heartwarming and a lot of fun, but it definitely wasn't the truth.
バトラさんはそれを真実だと言ってあなたに見せてくれたのではないのですか？
Didn't Father-san show you something and say it was the truth?
違う。
It's not.
あんなの真実じゃない。
That couldn't be the truth.
時に他人は真実だと称して私たちを惑わします。
Sometimes, other people will try to mislead us by claiming that they knew the truth.
しかし真実の魔女はそれに惑わされることなく一なる真実を追求しなければならないのです。
The real witch of truth must continue to pursue the single truth without being led astray.
だからあなたはバトラさんに押し付ける偽りの真実などに納得できない。
That's why you can't accept the fake truth that Father-san was trying to force on you.
本当の一なる真実を求めてやまないのです。
You care about finding the one real truth more than anything.
うん。
Yeah.
Oni-chan is trying to confuse me. I felt that this whole time, even though he knows everything about what happened that day. He won't tell me anything at all. How is he any different from Aunt Eva, who mocked me and refused to tell me anything, even until the very moment of her death? Why won't Oni-chan tell me? I'm fine, don't worry, OA.
どうして？
You can see my voice sounds a lot better than it did before.
Why?
I tried to cough the complete other direction of the microphone. I see you still heard it. Damn.
Why?
どうして教えてくれないの？
Why won't you tell me?
The dam inside my heart burst.
どうしてお兄ちゃんは私に本当のことを教えてくれないの？
Why won't you, Ni-chan? Tell me what really happened.
どうして
out at the rainy night sky. Hot tears poured from my eyes, but they were covered by the cold rain that beat against me, so no one other than me would know that they were tears. No one would know my pain and sadness. I'm always the only one alone. All alone.
Someone tell me! Tell me what happened that day!
誰にも教えられません。
No one can tell you.
真実は自分で手にしなければならないからです。
After all, you can only find the truth if you look for yourself.
真実はどこにあるの？
Where is the truth?
どうやったら至れるの？
How can I find it?
みんなが隠す。教えてくれない。
Everyone's hiding it, they won't tell me!
私の手で自ら至るから。
I'll find it
お
myself!
願いだから真実がどこに隠されているのかだけでも教えて。
So please, just tell me where the truth is hidden!
いいわ。教えてあげてもいい。
Very well. I can tell you.
As that voice rang out, the world bent and swirled. After blinking several times, I realized that the world had become a sea of stars. No, that's not quite right. There's stars up there in the sky, but those lights below me aren't stars. They're lights from building windows, street lights, car lights. I was floating in the dark sky, over a city lined with skyscrapers.
あなたに真実を教えることはできない。
I can't tell you what the truth is.
でも、どうやったら真実に至ることができるのか。
However, if it's a question of how the truth can be reached,
その道を指し示してあげることはできるわ。
I can show you the way.
あんたは
You.
Various bad memories are jumping out at me from the back of my mind. That's right. I was chained in place in that strange theater and forced to watch a repulsive fragment where Mom and Dad committed murder.
あれを真実だとは言ってないわ。
I never said that that was the truth.
でもあんたはあれが真実だと赤で。
But I heard you say it with a red.
I'll say it just for you that this is the truth.
あんたが大声で遮ったから続きが書き消えただけよ。
Oh, yeah, right, Bernkastel. Yeah, right. You really expect me to believe you?
You yelled out and interrupted, stopping me from saying any more.
これは全て真実とは限らないと続けようとしたの。
Oh, yeah, yeah, the fuck right. If you're so sure, then say that in red right now. I bet you can't.
I was about to say that this is all truth. Isn't necessarily so.
あんたはどこまで私をもてあそぶ気なのよ。
Just how far are you willing to go to mock me?
それは謝るわ。
I apologize. I was just feeling pissed off that I lost a game and I took it out on you. But hey, who hasn't committed murder just because they lost a game? You know, que sera, sera. You're alive now.
でも試したかったの。
But I did want to test you.
何をよ。
Test me how?
あなたがどのようなものであれ真実を受け止める覚悟があるのかどうか。
I wanted to see if you were ready to accept the truth, no matter what it may be.
真実は時として期待を裏切るわ。
The truth can betray you sometimes.
あるいは最も望まない形をとることもある。
In fact, there are times when it shows itself as the thing you desire least.
あなたに見せたあのかけらは
That fragment I showed you was probably the worst one you could possibly imagine.
おそらくあなたにとっては想像しうる限りの一番最悪なかけらでしょうね。
Well, she said it in red, Matt, with really no room for error.
However, if you lack the strength and courage to withstand even something like that,
でもそれに耐えてでも真実を求める力と勇気がなければあなたには真実に近づく資格はないの。
then you aren't fit to reach the truth.
I have no comeback. Finding the truth is my goal. I just want to know what happened on that island on that day. I don't like to think that I only want to hear what I want to hear. Am I really prepared to face the bloody, unbearable truth that probably awaits me? If I find the truth, it'll mean having to look straight at my family's tragic final moments and accepting them as they are. And if I do accept that, it means abandoning my faint hope for a convenient miracle. That the idea that one of them might have survived somehow, and might return even though 12 years have passed. I know a miracle like that would be completely ridiculous, but if I'm honest with myself, I have to admit I've been comforted by that faint hope these past 12 years. I want to know the truth, but I want one of them to come back. Those two wishes contradict each other. By learning the truth, I'll be forced to accept that no one's coming home.
真実はいつだって残酷よ。
The truth is always cruel.
時にそれは自分の希望を刈り取りさえする。
At times, it can even cut down your hopes. Believe me, I speak from experience.
多くの場合、人間は真実を得ることに対する対価に気づいていない。
Most of the time, humans don't realize the costs of learning the truth.
私はあなたにその覚悟があるのかどうか問いかけただけ。
I simply wanted to see if you had the necessary resolve.
I must choose between my two contradicting wishes. Will I find the truth and abandon my optimistic hopes for my family's return? Will I give up the truth and keep waiting for the family that will never really return for all eternity? There's that phrase again. Will I freeze up and let myself be fooled by the childish delusion my brother made for me?
聞かせて、エンジ。
Tell me, Angie.
あなたに真実を知ろうとする覚悟は
Are,
本当にあるの？
oh, jeez. Are you truly determined to learn the truth?
ある。
I am.
その決意は揺るがない。
And your resolve will not falter.
揺るがないわ。
It won't. After hearing my immediate reply, Bernkastel stared at me. Are those expressionless eyes of hers measuring my resolve? Now that my brother is covering up the truth, even after becoming game. Oh no! Oh god, the bad guys are gonna get Angie on their side. Oh fuck, fuck, fuck! God damn it. The only thing I can rely on in my search for the truth is the past that Bernkastel can show me. Fucking hell.
瞳の奥に
Deep in your eyes,
真実を追い求める者の輝きを見た。
I see the glint of one who seeks the truth.
Can't you see that you're being manipulated, Angie?
教えてくれるの？
She's dangling it in front of you like a carrot on a stick. Will you tell me?
私に真実に至る道を。
Will you show me the way that leads to the truth?
ええ、
Yep,
あなたを導いてあげる。
I'll guide you. Cause I'm just that kind of gal.
忘れたの？エンジ。
Did you forget, Angie?
だって私はあなたの後見人でしょ。
I'm your guardian, right?
How long has it been since I last heard Bernkastel use that word? Yes, I haven't heard it since the very beginning, When I met her in this future world and became a witch, with her as my guardian. That's when I became the Beatrice of 1998. The one who could defeat the Beatrice of 1986. Oh no!
あなたは1998年のベアトリーチェ
You are the Beatrice of 1998.
エンジェ・ベアトリーチ
Angie Beatrice.
ェ私が後見人となってあなたを魔女と認めた
I became your guardian and recognized you as the witch you are.
でもあなたはベアトと同じ無限の魔女ではないわ
However, you aren't an endless witch like Beato.
真実の魔女
A witch of truth?
そう
Bingo.
エリカと同じ
You're like Erika.
あなたは異なる真実を求めいかなるまやかしにも騙されることはない真実の魔女なのよ
A witch of truth, who will seek the single truth undeceived by any illusions.
真実の魔女エンジェ・ベアトリーチェには異なる真実にたどり着く力があるのね
No! You're the Witch of Resurrection, didn't you remember? Angie. No! Oh god. Angie, I really hope you can. This is an acting. You can see how you're being manipulated. Oh god. Can't you see this was all a setup? Do you see the cat tail on her freaking costume? Oh god. Oh, this does not bode well. This whole game, the whole thing of Battler and Beatrice solving a mystery was just a diversion, so they wouldn't look for Angie. The whole thing was to set up Angie to be rescued by Erika and Beatrice. Oh god, so she could just get her back on her side. Oh god. I guess the Witch of Truth, Angie Beatrice, has the power to reach the single truth.
あるよ
Yep.
でもあなたにはその力をこれまで使うことはできなかった
However, up until now, you have been unable to use this power. Let me go all guru on you.
どうしてかわかる
Y'all know why?
今ならわかるわ
I do now.
私は真実を求めながらその一方で真実を知ることを無意識に拒んでいた
Even though I searched for the truth, I unconsciously resisted learning the truth.
そう
Bingo.
あなたは真実を求めながらも同時に
Finding the truth was your goal.
真実を知ることで家族が帰ってくるかもしれないという奇跡が失われることを無意識に恐れて
But at the same time, you were unconsciously afraid that learning the truth would mean losing that miracle of your family coming back.
だから異なる真実に手を伸ばす資格がなかった
So you didn't have what it took to stretch your hand out to the single truth.
言われるままだわ
Oh god. Oh no! You're completely right.
私には甘えがあったことを認めなくちゃならない
I have to admit that I was naive. I must admit it. My entire family is dead. Now that I've acknowledged it, I must expose why they died and who was behind it.
ありがとう
Thanks.
あの薄暗い劇場で見せられたかけらは
No!
私の目を
Angie!
ものだったのね
When are you gonna stop being Bernkastel's pawn? God damn it, Angie! God damn it! That fragment you showed me in the dark theater was there to open my eyes. You're a little better than Erika.
あなたが本当の意味で真実の魔女となってくれるのを待つために随分と多くのゲームを重ねることになったわね
At least Erika knows that she's a pawn of freaking Bernkastel and and likes that. You think that you're acting on your own, but Bernkastel is just manipulating you like a puppet on a string.
Many, many games have gone by, waiting for you to become a true witch of truth.
でもその全てに意味があったと思う。
But I think there was a purpose to it all.
この最後の最後のゲームであなたは真実の魔女に至れたのだから。
After all, now in this final game, you really have become a witch of truth.
教えて。
Tell me,
あの日あの島で何があったの？
What happened on that island on that day?
それを直接教えろなんて言わないの。
I won't ask you to tell me directly,
だから指し示して。
so guide me.
私は何をすれば真実に至ることができるの？
What can I do to reach the truth?
ここは少し涼しすぎるわ。
it's a bit too chilly here.
場所を移しましょ
Let's move.
どこへ？
To where?
う。マシな紅茶が飲める場所へよ。
Oh no!
To a place better for drinking tea.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no! Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. A massive applause filled the hall. It was applause in honor of a good fight. An applause in honor of Bernkastel. Fucking hell!
そしてベルンカステル教のゲームもまた素晴らしいものであったぞ。
Oh god, Beatrice. Oh god. God, you don't know what you're saying. Yes, Lady Bernkastel's game was another splendid one.
みんなにも彼女のゲーム版を公開するので、
It
ぜ
was
ひ
all
挑戦してみてほしい。
It was all a distraction. Oh god. We're going to reveal her game board to everyone here, so have a go at it.
かなりの力作だぜ。
It's pretty awesome.
結局は解かれてしまったけれどね。
But you solved it in the end all the same.
誰にも解けないゲームなんてゲームじゃないわ。
A game that no one can solve isn't a game.
肝心なのは面白かったかどうかよ。
The main point is whether it was fun or not.
面白かったぞ。
It is fun.
そこはわらわも保証する。
I guarantee its quality.
俺もだ。
Same here.
最初はこんなの解けるわけがないって思ったが、
You too?
一つずつ有効になる紫発言を使い、容疑者を絞っていくあたりはパズル的な面白さがあったぜ。
No, she's a fantastic character. I definitely agree with that. But God, is she pissing me off right now? At first, I thought there was no way anyone could solve it. But the way you can use one confirmed purple statement after another to narrow down the suspects made for a great puzzle.
さあみんな集まれ集まれ。
Come everyone, gather, gather!
ベルンカステル教の推理ゲームってどんなのかしら。
Just what sort of game is that Lady Bernkastel's mystery?
それはやってみてのお楽しみ。
That's for you to find out for yourselves!
That's for you to find out for yourselves.
Objects resembling chessboards were set out on several tables. Crowds gathered around each, looking down with interest.
ほうほう。これは論理パズルのようだね。
Oh, it's like a logic puzzle.
なかなかの正統派ではありませんか。
Quite an orthodox one, don't you think?
これが魔女のゲームってものなんだね。
So this is what a witch's game is like.
はあ
Uh,
こうやって見るとただのゲームなんだよな。
looking at it like this, it's just a game.
でもこれ駒にとってはとんでもない大事件なんだぜ。
But for the pieces, it's a massive series of crimes.
それもそうですね。
Indeed it is.
せっかくのベルンカステル教の手土産です。
It would not do to waste such a rare gift from Lady Bernkastel.
楽しませていただきましょう。
Let us take the opportunity to enjoy ourselves.
しかしこれは難解ですね。
Still, this is a tough one.
本当に解けるようにできているのかどうかさえ怪しくないですか。
It almost makes you wonder if it was made to be solvable, doesn't it?
解けるようにできていることをまず信じろ。
If you don't start by believing that it's made to be solvable, you won't get anywhere.
問題は解けるように出されていると、出題者を信頼して初めて思考の戦いは始まる。
Oh, thanks, totally.
A battle of wits doesn't begin until you can trust the questioner and believe that it can be solved.
その点は俺たちも保証するぜ。
And we guarantee that it is.
さあさあ、ぜひ挑戦してみてくれ。
Come on, have a go at it. With Battler's encouragement, discussions over Bernkastel's mystery game began at each table. The mix of humans and illusions in heated debate was truly a sight to behold. Beato and Bernkastel sat in a chair far off from the discussions.
お茶にご希望はございますか。
Would you like some tea?
わらわには何か落ち着く紅茶が良い。
Any kind of calming black tea for me.
それをミルクティーにしてくれぬか。
With milk, if you don't mind.
かしこまりました。
As you wish.
ベルンカステル教は何かご希望はございますか。
Is there anything you need, Lady Bernkastel?
紅茶に梅干しを沈めてちょうだい。
Please add some dried plums to some black tea.
まずい紅茶を飲みやすくするコツよ。
My God, Bernkastel. You just can't help but throw shade anytime, wherever you are, whenever you are. Jeez. That's the trick to making terrible tea drinkable.
そうへそう曲げるなというのだ。
Come now, don't sulk.
そなたのゲームは実に面白かったと称えているというのに。
We're honestly complimenting your game for being such a fun one. Theato, who had emerged victorious in the game Bernkastel had put all her heart into, was in extremely high spirits.
別にへそを曲げてなんかいないわよ。
I'm not sulking. I'm overjoyed. Can't you tell by my facial expression?
私はもともとこういう顔よ。
Oh my God! Oh, jeez.
My face just looks this way.
そんな表情の中にベルンなりの温かみを見出せた時にね。
Oh, when I managed to spot Burn's own kind of warmth in that expression.
私は真っ暗闇の雪山の頂上で美しい星を見つけたような気持ちになるのよ。
I felt like I climbed to the pitch black top of a snowy mountain to find a beautiful star to then make out with.
悪かったわね。顔がいつも万年雪で。
Well, sorry for having an eternally frosty face.
やれやれ。ベルンカステル教を称えることは難しい。
Oh, yare yare. How difficult is it to compliment Lady Bernkastel?
なんと褒めても嫌味と受け取られてしまうぞ。
No matter what you say, She always takes it in a bad way.
大丈夫よ。
Oh, that's okay. You get used to it.
後でしみじみと噛み締めるタイプだから。
She's the type who'll keep thinking about it for hours later on.
ほうほう、ベッドの中で枕を抱きながら噛み締めるタイプか。
Hoo hoo. The type who lies in bed relishing it while hugging her pillow.
そうそう、そんな感じそんな感じ。
Yep, that's Burn for you. Trust me, I can tell you with 100% certainty that she does that.
Beato and Lambda Delta giggled together. Bernkastel shrugged and looked away.
でもよ、
Seriously, though,
よくひねった。面白いゲームだったぜ。
that really was a fun game with a twist.
そう
You think so? You probably won't be laughing in a couple of minutes.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
解けないようにも作れるのに。
You could have made it unsolvable,
お前はちゃんと解けるように作ったもんな。
but you still made it to be solved.
それはゲームを楽しもうというフェア精神がなけりゃできないことだ。
God damn it, Battler! Everybody's oblivious to her plan. Oh god. You couldn't have done that unless you planned on playing fair and enjoying the game.
私は絶対に勝てるゲームが好きよ。
See, like, look at this. This is a big hint. Battler, yeah, Battler completely forgot about Angie.
I like games where I win no matter what.
勝てないかもしれないゲームなんてめんどくさい。
Games I might lose are just a pain.
今
It's
度
magic.
講師を逆にしてゲームをしたいな。
Later, I'd like to switch sides and try another one.
Yeah, I bet you would.
俺が出題して、それにあんたが挑戦する。
I'll make a puzzle, and we'll see if you can solve it.
あんたが俺に勝つゲームだ。
A game for you to win against me. Battler, you are so pure. Oh god. Battler, you are too pure for this world.
もちろん、これまでのベアトとの戦いで培ったノウハウのすべてをつぎ込んだ超難解なゲームにするぜ。
Of course. I'll use all the know-how I picked up in my fights with Beato to make it super hard.
俺が2連勝しちまうくらいのつもりのな。
I'm not giving up my winning streak that easily.
あんたもベアトも
Both you and Beato.
あんたたちってつくづく面白い考え方ね。
Have such an interesting way of thinking.
何が
How's that?
ゲームは勝敗を決するための手段でしょ。
A game is just a means to decide who wins and who loses. Right?
そしてそれを仕掛けるからには至上目的は自分の勝利のはず。
When you create one, your own victory should be your highest priority.
なのに自分が負けるかもしれないゲームをどうしてわざわざ仕掛けるの？
So, why would you go to all the trouble of making a game you might lose?
絶対に勝てるゲームなんてつまらない。
God damn it, Battler! You aren't getting what she's doing, and you forgot about Angie. What fun is there in a game you always win?
そんなのゲームじゃない。
That's not even a game. Oh!
勝つか負けるか。
Victory and defeat.
そのフェアなやりとりが面白いんじゃないか。
It's fun because you're taking part in a fair competition. Balance between those two outcomes.
ゲームってのは戦いじゃない。
A game isn't a fight.
コミュニケーションなんだ。
It's communication.
その過程を楽しむ。
You have to enjoy the means.
勝敗という結果は、まあ、おまけみたいなもんさ。
And if you manage to win in the end, well, that's just an added bonus.
やっ
Finally.
とベアトたちと私の考えの
何が違うのかはっきりと理解できたわ。
Finally, I clearly understand the difference between how all of you think and how I think.
違いって？
What do you mean?
あんたたちにはコミュニケーション。
For you, this is communication.
私にはそうでないということ。
It isn't for me.
お前、ずいぶん殺伐とした世界に生きてるんだな。
The world you live in must be pretty savage.
あんただって
And what about you?
ベアとのゲームを理解するまではそうだったはずよ。
Wasn't it the same for you? Until you understood Beato's game?
永遠のゲームは永遠の拷問。
An eternal game is eternal torture.
その苦しみをあんたはもうきれいさっぱり忘れてしまったというの。
Have you already completely forgotten about the pain that you suffered?
確かにそう思った日もあった。
There were days I did think that.
しかしもう決着はついた。
But now it's all been resolved. I have infinite godlike power, hot wife, and, you know, infinite time to spend with her, just doing our own thing. I'd say things turned out pretty goddamn well for me.
そうなれば過去のことはぐちぐち言わない。
I won't complain about stuff that's in the past.
ノーサイドってやつだ。
Impartial, you might say.
そこに私とあんたの致命的な違いがある気がするわ。
That is the critical difference between you and me, I think.
あんたにとっての永遠の拷問は笑って水に流せる程度のものだ。
Your eternal torture was something that you could laugh off and forget.
私にとってのそれはそんな生優しいものではなかっ
Mine wasn't nearly so trivial.
た。そういうことだわ。
That's all there is to it. That's true.
あんたの生い立ちは知らねえが
I don't know your history. I didn't read Higurashi.
苦労があったみたいだな。
It sounds like you had it rough. Heh.
なりごまごときのあんたに同情されるとは私も焼きが回ったもんね。
To think I'm getting sympathy from a mere former piece. I must be getting old. Bernkastel, sipping the black tea that Genji had brought her, gazed up at the ceiling with a faraway look. Battler may not have known her history, but even he was able to understand a bit of how she felt.
今のあんたは
That's true. Battler went through 4 games. She went through hundreds. Battler went through 5 games, I should say, before winning.
Are you
誰かの拷問に苛まれているのか。
being tortured by someone right now?
まさか
Are you kidding?
私は自由人よ。
I'm as free as can be.
誰の束縛も受けない。
I'm not bound by anyone's shackles.
ならよかったじゃねえか。
Then that's a good thing, isn't it?
少なくとも昔とは違う。
At least things are better for you now.
そうね。
True, true.
昔に比べたらだいぶマシだわ。
It's much better now than it once was.
退屈から逃げおせるための長い長い終わりのない旅だけれど。
Though I am on a long, endless journey to escape from boredom.
ならこの出会いは少なくともお前にとってはいいもののはずだ。
Then, at the very least, us meeting here should have been a good thing for you.
そうね。
Indeed.
敗北の味も多少は退屈から私を遠ざけてくれるわ。
Even the taste of defeat could keep my boredom at bay somewhat. No, no. Battler shook his head and laughed.
俺たちは フェアなゲームを戦って楽しんだ。友人同士だぜ。
God, Battler. You are too pure for this world. I wish it was that simple. But Bernkastel's true goal was never to win in her mystery game against you. It was to just buy time and distract you so she could manipulate Angie. Oh God. We're friends who've enjoyed fighting in a fair game.
So,
もしお前の日々が退屈から逃げ回るためだけのものだというなら、
if your days are filled with nothing but running away from boredom,
たまには俺たちのところに寄るといい。
feel free to drop by our place every now and then.
俺たちは友人を歓迎する。
Oh God, Battler! You are so sweet. My God, Battler. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Wow. Battler. I don't think you realize the depth of what Bernkastel has been through. If she could truly ever change. I don't know if it's even possible. She's a victim too in the end. Battler. You are just so sweet. We'd love to welcome a friend.
そして友人を退屈から逃すためにいろいろなもてなしやねぎらいをするだろう。
And we'll be able to set up everything needed to help a friend escape from boredom.
この大ベルンカステルを一夜とて退屈から逃すもてなしをあんたらができると。
you think you can prepare a welcome interesting enough to help me, the great Bernkastel, escape boredom for even a single night?
ああ、
I do.
それが友人ってもんだ。
That's what it means to be a friend. Oh, Battler. You're all grown up. Oh, Battler.
今夜のゲームでは俺たちが勝った。
We won tonight's game.
だから次に来るときは攻守を逆にしよう。
So the next time you come, we'll switch sides.
今度は俺たちのゲームであんたをもてなす。
This time we'll entertain you with one of our games.
もちろんあっさりと勝ちを譲るつもりはないぜ。
Of course, we don't intend to let you win easily.
とことんひねった極悪な推理ゲームで挑戦してやるぜ。
We'll challenge you to a devilishly twisted logic game.
一夜で解かせるつもりなんかね。
It won't be something you can solve in a night.
それこそ数ヶ月頭をひねって滞在する羽目になるくらいの用意してやるぜ。
Oh God, Battler. I'm sorry. He is just so sweet. Seriously, Battler. You are too good for this world. I swear, Battler, you are too good for this world. It'll be good enough to make you stay for months, racking your brains over it.
この大ベルンカステルを友人としてもてなすと。
Oh God. And this is all gonna get fucked up. Because Bernkastel's gonna enact her big ass plan. She's gonna get Angie to be a villain temporarily. And I hope temporarily at least. And just, oh God.
you would entertain me, the great Bernkastel, as a friend.
ああ、そうだ。
Yeah, we would.
あんたたちに付き合ってると
After talking with you,
せっかくの梅干し紅茶もなんだかベタベタに甘くなってくるわ。
even this dried plum tea is starting to taste sickly sweet.
やってらんない。
What a pain. Well, you're not Himiko, are you, Bernkastel?
ベアトに聞いたぜ。
I heard from Beato.
梅干し紅茶とやらが好物なんだってな。
Sounds like this dried plum tea stuff is one of your favorites.
金箔まぶした最高級梅干しを紅茶に放り込んでやるから、それを楽しみにしてまた来いってんだ。
Next time we'll throw in some high-class dried plums covered in gold leaf. So make sure you come again.
もし本気でそう思ってるならもう少しはマシな紅茶を用意することね。
If you really plan to do that, try finding some better tea to start with.
こんなまずい紅茶じゃ二度と来てやろうという気にはならないわ。
I'll never feel like coming again if you keep serving tea like this.
やれやれ。
Yada yada, oh come on.
普段はよっぽどお上品な紅茶を飲んでやがるらしいぜ。
I guess the tea you're used to drinking is pretty damn high class.
むしろ今度、その紅茶が飲めるところに招待しやがれ。
Next time, why don't you invite us somewhere so we can drink out some of that?
あんたは私は
Me, invite you over.
フェアだろ。
It's only fair, right?
俺たちももてなす。
We've treated you.
だからお前も俺たちをもてなせ。
No, it's your turn.
そうね。フェアだわ。
Yes, it would be only fair.
だからゲームもフェアに行こ
So let's have the game be fair too.
う。攻守を交代してまたゲームをしようぜ。
Let's switch sides and start a new game.
その機会を楽しみにしている。
I'm looking forward to it.
今回は俺たちの勝ちだったが、次はわからねえさ。
We won this time, but who knows about the next?
そこまでおごれれば大したものだわ。
That's some confidence you have there.
でもね、あんたは一つ勘違いをしているわ。
And yet, I'm afraid you're mistaken on one point.
何をだよ。
What's that?
私のゲーム
I knew
は
it!
終わっちゃいないわ。
My game isn't over yet.
最後に勝つのはどちらかしらね。
I wonder who will win in the end. After taking one more sip of her black tea, Bernkastel set her cup on the table, wearing a thin smile.
ここの紅茶は甘すぎて飲めたもんじゃないわ。
The tea here is far too sweet. It was a mistake to have any.
ゲンジ、ありがとう。
Thank you, Genji.
下げてちょうだい。
Take this away, please.
かしこまりました。
As you wish. Bernkastel asked for her tea to be taken away after taking only 2 sips. Battler smiled, realizing that this was just Bern's way of being shy. Battler, why are you smiling with such a foolish, optimistic face? If you really think this final game will be nothing but a happy epilogue, I'll have to invite you all to a proper game for bringing this tale to a closure. Battler, you forget too easily. Don't you remember in whose hands lie the key to this final game? The inside of my nose itched.
I've never regained consciousness to a smell before. Oh boy. We're here in Featherine land. Slowly I opened my eyes. Wait, when did I lose consciousness in the first place? I don't remember going to sleep or falling unconscious. That's right. Bernkastel invited me to come to a place better for drinking tea. That's when my memory gets hazy. And since the smell of black tea is what woke me up. Where am I?
Oh, Aurora's study. I hate to admit it, but her taste in tea really is excellent.
I was sitting on what appeared to be a sofa in a dimly lit study. Bernkastel sat across from me, and right before my eyes was a beautiful cup filled with hot, steaming tea. Isn't this place... I remembered. I've been here before, wasn't it?
How pleasant it is to see you again, child of man.
Yes, that voice. Just hearing it brings back memories. Now it's some 300 years sleep, eh, Featherine? Jeez. Long time no see. Waga Arji, my master.
I didn't think I would get the chance to welcome you into my study again. To think that this game of yours is still continuing. Oh, it won't be continuing much longer. This is the end, the true final game.
This was the study of Featherine Augustus Aurora, the majestic witch of theater-going, drama, and spectating. Once in the past, I was summoned by her in order to be her reader, her Miko. Don't tell me you want me to read again.
I wasn't the one who called you here. My Miko brought the two of us together.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? To show you the path that leads to the truth.
Featherine Augustus Aurora, the majestic witch of theater-going, drama, and spectating. She is tired of life after 1,000 years and constantly repeats the cycle of life and death. In the past, she serves as the master for the numerous games as a legendary witch, but her legend, glory, and memory have already disappeared into the past and been forgotten. Only the solemn metal she wears in her chest retains those memories. The horseshoe-shaped object floating around her head is a memory aid device. It records her name, appearance, and other aspects of her personality. She is so old that she would not be able to preserve her own individuality without this. Damn. I wonder what the character's horns, if the character's horns in Higurashi serve a similar purpose. Hello, Devon Muse.
Isn't it obvious? To show you the path that leads to the truth.
You'll show me the way, Featherine.
Well, I am the witch of theater going.
though I dislike interfering with the actors on stage.
バトラの退屈な芝居を感激するのと
So, would you rather watch Battler's boring play?
私の手による運命の分岐を司る刺激的な芝居を感激するのとどっちを好むのかしら
God damn it. Or my exciting one that manipulates the branching paths of fate.
退屈に1分1秒だって耐えられないくせに
I know you can't even stand a minute of boredom. As Featherine rocked her rocking chair, she looked up at the ceiling and chuckled. She clearly holds some key to the truth I seek.
鍵を握っているのは文字通りそなたではないか。
And yet you are literally the one holding the key.
私にできるのはその鍵で開けることのできる鍵穴を教えることだけだ。人の子よ。
I can do nothing but tell you where to find the keyhole, child of man. I don't remember saying anything out loud, but Featherine answered my questions as though I had. Come to think of it, that's right. Featherine can read the thoughts of a mere child of man like me as easily as she can hear me speak. My God, that is a dangerous power. So she can mind read? Oh, wow. Jeez. Well, I guess that'll help us get to the point quicker.
この鍵はお兄ちゃんがくれた
Oni-chan did give me this key.
でも使うべき時に使い方がわかるみたいなことを言って何に使えばいいのかは教えてくれなかったわ
But then he just said something about how I'd know how to use it when the time is right.
あんたたちは知ってるの
He didn't say a word about what it was used for.
この鍵は何
Do you two know?
お兄ちゃんがとても大切なものだと言っていた
What is this key for? Oni-chan said it was something very precious.
我が巫女よ、説明せよ。
Explain, my Miko.
いやよ
No way.
あんたが説明しなさい
You explain. You do a lot of exposition as it is. And so do I.
主に説明をさせようというのか
You demand that your master explain.
たまにはその程度の舞台参加もしなさいよ
You've got to go on stage every now and then.
ボケ防止にいいわよ
Otherwise, you'll just get senile all the faster.
やれや
My, my.
れ。エンジェの朗読の時に久々の舞台を堪能したのでもう数百年は十分だと思っていたのだがな
And yet, I just enjoyed some long overdue time on the stage when Angie was reader, which had lasted me several centuries at least. Wow, really? You were satisfied with just that? Damn. You're a lot easier to please than Bernkastel.
教えて
Tell me,
この鍵は何なの
what is this key?
そなたの決断を具現化したものだ
A physical manifestation of the decision you are to make.
この物語はゲームは
This tale, this game,
そなたにある決断を求めることで終わりを迎
will end when you are asked to make a certain decision.
えその決断するという行為を鍵の形に具現化したものがそなたのそれだ
What you hold there is the act of your decision, embodied in the form of a key.
私の決断を具現化したもの
The physical manifestation of my decision.
そういうこと。
Bingo.
最終的にあんたはおそらくバトラからその鍵で開けられる2枚の扉の前に立たされ、
Matler was probably planning to end it by putting you in front of 2 doors, both of which can be opened by that key.
どちらの扉を開くか選択を迫られるでしょうね。
Then he would ask you to choose which door to open.
それくらいは聞かされてる？
He must have told you that much, right?
何も教えてくれない。
He didn't tell me anything at all.
しかるべき時が来ればみたいなことしか言わないの。
He just keeps saying things like you'll know when the time comes.
お兄ちゃんも誰も何も教えてくれない。
No one will tell me anything. Not Oni-chan, not anyone.
バトラはそなたの自由意志による選択を尊重したいのであろうな。
Battler probably wants to respect your right to make a decision of your own free will.
でもエンジェ、
But Angie,
もううすうすは気づき始めてるんじゃない？
you should have at least started to figure it out by now, right?
何を？
Figure out what?
バトラがあんたに選ばせたい答えがあるんじゃない？
That there's an answer Battler wants you to choose, isn't there?
Those words made my heart jump in my chest. It was what I had been thinking. Oni-chan is clearly trying to trick me with a vague tale, almost like a daydream, that'll take me even further away from the truth. At the 1986 family conference, everyone had a wonderful time as they faded away. Everyone is smiling down on you from heaven, so you don't need to feel alone even in 1998. So give it your all and live on by yourself. I'd clearly sensed Oni-chan's desire to end it like that. Every time I ask him about it, he dodges the issue and says something about how the decision will be mine in the end.
その通りよ。
That's right.
バトラは一見あなたに公平な選択肢を与えるように見えて、
It may appear as though Battler is giving you a fair choice.
実際はあなたにはっきりとある一方の選択肢を選ばせようと画策している。
But he's actually scheming to get you to choose a certain one of those 2 answers.
そのための茶番のような物語をあなたはすでに延々と見せられているでしょう。
You've already seen the farce of a tale that he's used to do that, right?
That bizarre Halloween party. With everyone acting so strange and friendly that it was almost sickening. I've already seen more than enough of that tale, so sickly sweet it makes me want to vomit. Where Shumia Kinzo showered me with affection, whereas children swore to support each other, where everyone was filled with happiness and hope.
仲良し小良しで煙に巻いて私を真実から遠ざけようとしている。
He's trying to trick me with those chubby scenes so that he can keep me away from the truth.
お兄ちゃんも卑怯だわ。
He's such a coward.
確かにそなたから見れば卑怯とも呼べよう。
True. It might be easy to call him a coward from your perspective.
しかし思い出すがよい。
「
But remember,
そなたはこのゲームのプレイヤーであり、バトラがゲームマスターだというなら、それは何を意味するというのか。
if you are a player in this game, and if Battler is the game master, what does that imply?
かつてバトラはプレイヤーで、ベアとはゲームマスターだったわ。
In the past, Battler was a player and Beato was the game master.
そして二人はそれぞれの真実のために戦ったわ。
And they each fought for their own respective truths.
そして今度は
So, what's happening this time?
私がプレイヤーで、ゲームマスターはお兄ちゃんだわ。
I'm a player, and Oni-chan's the game master. Oh god. Could it be that I've misunderstood everything from the very beginning? Oni-chan said he'd tell me what happened on that day, so I assumed that following him meant I'd learn everything. Isn't that the same as, say, Oni-chan accepting everything Beato said about the crimes being the work of a witch? What a stupid mistake I've been making. No!
このゲームは私とお兄ちゃんの戦いのゲームだったの。
So, this game has always been a fight between me and Oni-chan.
それを理解せずにゲームに臨んでいたとは驚きだ。
I'm surprised you just joined in without realizing that.
バトラは狡猾だわ。
Battler really is shy.
それをあんたに理解
Sly, I should say.
最後のゲームをさっさと始めてしまった。
He's definitely not shy.
He quickly started up the final game without letting you realize that simple fact.
まあ、かつてのベアとのゲームもそうだったわ。
Well, it was the same back in Beato's games.
バトラはわけもわからないうちに彼女のゲームに巻き込まれていた。
Battler was drawn into her game before he even knew it was happening.
戦い方さえわからずにね。
Before he even knew how to fight.
だから私が教えたわ。
That's why I taught him how.
今度も同じよ。
And now it's exactly the same.
Really? You taught him? All you told him to do was not to give up.
わけのわからないうちにゲームを始められてしまったあんたに私は教えに来たのよ。
You were forced to start this game before you understood anything about it. And I've come to tell you the truth. As the noble and great witch of miracles.
あんたは誰と何を戦うゲームをしているのかをね。
To tell you what you're fighting against, and for what.
I was too shocked to speak. And finally, I realized what I need to accomplish in this game. Oh no. I've always been passive. I was sure that Oni-chan would tell me everything. So I naively thought I had to believe whatever he said. She said, I think it's... Oh, Battler, is he. Yeah. I thought she was talking about Bernkastel. I wish she was talking about Bernkastel. In that sense. I was wrong.
そうじゃない。
That's not what this is. This is a battle between me, the one who wants to reach the truth, and Oni-chan, who wants to trick me and chase me out into a 1998 where I'm all alone. All this time, I kept on saying that Oni-chan was foolish and naive. And now I see I was more naive than anyone else. You still are, Angie! And yet Bernkastel didn't sneer at me. On the contrary, she just looked at me with that cold gaze, as to say,
So you've finally taken your first step.
理解できて。
Now, do you understand your own purpose?
自分と その鍵の意味
And the purpose of that key. Come on, does this theme music that's playing right now lie to you? It's totally implying that you are going on a heroic and righteous path.
I gripped the key that Oni-chan had hung around my neck, and for a while, I shook with an emotion that even I couldn't understand. Now that I knew Oni-chan tricked me, it would be easy to hate him. God damn it, Angie! But hating him would be missing the point. After all, this is a game between me and him. Oni-chan has done nothing but make the optimal moves for winning against me. If games aren't a playful way to communicate, if they're the process that decides who wins and who loses, then there can be no fair games. The best strategy is to always trick your enemy into defeat without telling them the rules before they even know what's going on. In that sense, Oni-chan hasn't done anything wrong. He's using that sickly sweet illusion to trick me and force me out into a lonely future. They'll be the only ones having a good time in the cat box, and I'll be the only one chased out.
ありがとう
Thank you.
感謝する
I'm grateful.
わようやく本当の意味で目が覚めた気がするわ
I think I've been finally able to truly open my eyes.
バトラーを憎まないであげて
Please, don't hate Battler. That's my job.
ゲームマスターとは本来相手を一方的に騙すものなのだ
After all, one-sidedly tricking your opponent is what game masters do.
And of course, frickin' Bernkastel, you're a game master too!
分かってるわよ
I know.
お兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんの立場で最善を尽くした
Oni-chan took the best option from his perspective.
ただそれだけということよ
That's all there is to it.
なら私も私の立場で最善を尽くさなきゃ
So I need to make the best possible moves from my perspective. My goal is now clear. October 4th and 5th, 1986. What happened on Rokunjima on those days? I need to tear off the veil covering the truth. Nothing more, nothing less. God damn it, Angie.
お兄ちゃんは私にこの鍵をお兄ちゃんが望む鍵穴に入れさせたいのでしょうね
Oni-chan gave me this key. Probably because he wants me to put it in the keyhole of his choosing.
そのために私に延々と甘ったるい幻想を見せつけた
That's why he keeps showing me this sentimental illusion.
でももうごまかされないわ
But I won't be fooled anymore.
私は私の望む扉を自ら選んで開く
I'll open the door I want to open.
ぼんやりとバトラの言いなりになっているエンジェよりはこの方が確かに私の好む物語であるね
Certainly, this kind of tale is more to my liking than one where Angie does whatever Battler says.
じゃあ続きを今度こそあんたに任せる
And this time I'll let you run the show from here on out.
わエンジェに教えてあげて
Tell Angie.
真実に至る鍵穴を
Oh boy. It's time. It's time to face Featherine. And Bernkastel too, of course. I couldn't imagine a stronger opponent.
Tell her where the keyhole that leads to the truth is.
教えて
Tell me,
私にその鍵穴を
where is the keyhole?
いいだろう。
Very well.
まずは腰を下ろすがよい。
First off, have a seat.
今持ってこようぞ。
I'll go and get it for you.
When Featherine rose from her rocking chair, my vision seemed to twist and bend. What is this? Some kind of interference? When Featherine gets up, you know shit is gonna go real. Freaking go down and be real. Oh boy. Why now? When Featherine's about to show me something important? Why is my head getting suddenly... Seriously, her power level is off the charts. She's just probably giving you a tiny taste of what her power is. I dug my fingernails into my knees, clenching my teeth to keep from losing consciousness. However, the world just keeps twisting more and more. Except for the feel of the sofa beneath me, I couldn't sense anything at all. Oh God.
王女
Lady. Huh?
先方がいらっしゃったようですぜ。
Looks like they've arrived. The door opened and Ajito Toya appeared. What's going on? This isn't the world of witches, but the world of humans. I was sitting on a sofa and Amakusa was behind me. There's no need to feel confused. Featherine and Ajito Toya are the same being. To her, the difference between the two worlds is a trivial thing. Put in the words as that theater lover, it's like having a slightly different background behind the stage. So there was no reason for me to feel hesitant.
今度は八条先生と呼べば?
Should I call you Madam Chijo this time?
名前というものの、なんとややこしきことかな。
How complicated names are.
ここに私とあなたがいることに何の変わりもないのに。
Even though both of us are still here, just like before.
あなたは私を何と呼べばいいのか。
You have to wonder what to call me.
そうね。
True.
フェザリーヌと呼ぶのもあなたにとっては無粋というわけだわ。
Calling you Featherine would be a bit rude to you now.
役者にとって自分の演ずる役の名前など仮のものでしかない。
For an actor, the name of the role they act is only temporary.
そういうことだ、人の子よ。
Precisely, a child of man.
フェザリーヌ
Featherine. Amakusa's eyes went wide as he wondered what I was suddenly talking about. Amakusa, I was just in another dimension, talking to a bunch of witches. But so, it's fine. It's fine. Just ignore me. I ignored him and continued.
それであなたは私に何を見せてくれるの?
So, what are you going to show me? As I spoke, my eyes were caught by that heavy-looking object she held under her arm. At a glance, it looked like an encyclopedia with a fancy binding.
これをご存知ですか?
Do you know what this is?
As Featherine spoke, she set the heavy object on the table. The first thing it reminded me of was a grimoire. The heavy book had a mysterious, mystical feel to it, like something Maria Oni-chan might carry around. And the most remarkable feature of it was the large, sturdy lock that held it shut. Why would someone go so far to keep people from reading a book?
手に取り、裏をご覧になるといいでしょう。
Why don't you take it and observe the back?
裏?
The back? I flipped the heavy book over my lap. And as soon as I saw it, I gave a small gasp.
エヴァ
Eva.
後ろ宮
Ushiramiya.
後ろ宮エヴァ
Ushiramiya Eva! Without a doubt, these words were written there in Roman characters.
これは何?
What is
エ
this?
ヴァおばさんの日記?
Aunt Eva's diary?
ひょっとしてこいつが噂の
Could this be that rumored?
あんた何か知ってるの?
Do you know something about this?
噂程度ですがね。
Just a rumor.
エヴァ会長は秘密の日記を持っていて、それには厳重に錠前をかけていて。
They say that President Eva had a secret diary, and that she always kept it locked up.
出先に行く時も必ず持って行ってたって話は護衛仲間から聞いたことがあります。
They say she took it with her everywhere she went. At least that's what I heard from some of the other bodyguards.
秘密の日記。
Holy shit. I was about to say how in the world did Featherine get her hands on it, but then I remembered, yeah, she has infinite godlike power. That should be trivial for her. Even probably as a human, just using her intelligence to do it. To just get people to get it to her somehow. A secret diary?
それがどうしてここに？
Why is that here?
後ろ宮エヴァが息を引き取った病室にあったものです。
And why were you there in that hospital room? Frickin' Hachijo Toya. Or should I say Featherine?
It was in the hospital room where Ushramiya Eva passed away.
This diary was hidden behind her bed. So it remained in that room for some time after her death before it was found. Then, by coincidence, it was probably found by someone who worked for the hospital, or else a patient of their family. Of course, by that time, there was a huge movement dedicated to the Rokonjima mystery. A locked diary found in the hospital room where Ushiromiya Iba spent her last moments would be absolutely priceless. The discoverer probably handed over in secret to one of the witch hunters who would be able to accurately determine its worth. Luckily, the witch hunters who got their hands on this book were all noble and upright people. Not content to boorishly destroy the lock and reveal the truth, they simply satisfied themselves with the fact that the truth of that day slumbered just on the other side of this mysterious lock, and that's what the key that Battler gave. That's what the key that Battler gave her is for. Of course. Thanks to that, Eva's diary has remained undamaged to this very day. Well, Eva just died. I can see your message totally. Eva just died.
後ろ宮家長男クラウスの妻ナツヒは日々の不満やうっせきを
It is already known that Natsuhi, wife of Kraus, the oldest son of Ginzo,
日記に記すことでそれを封印するというある種のまじないをしていたことがすでに知られています。
sealed up all of her complaints and repressed feelings by writing them down in a diary, which she treated like a sort of charm.
同じことをエヴァおばさんもやっていたと。
So Aunt Eva did the same thing?
可能性はありますな。
It's possible, at least.
その日記の蝶つがいを外すのはたとえ鍵があったとしてもかなり面倒だ。
Opening up a diary like this would be a pain, even if you did have a key.
まるでギチギチのコルセットみたいに封印してやがる。
It's sealed up tight like a corset. So I bet it'd take me maybe 2-3 minutes.
Amakusa was right. This wasn't a diary made to be casually opened and reminisced over. It's probably safe to assume that she used this diary to forget things by writing them down and sealing them away, just like Ushirumi and Natsuhi did. Then she brought it with her into her hospital room and hid it behind the bed without telling anyone about it.
まさかこの日記に
Don't tell me that diary is...
エヴァおばさんがあの日何があったのかを記しているとでも言うの？
Are you saying Aunt Eva wrote down what happened that day? Now this is interesting. Is this like still in the meta world, but a human world illusion that Featherine has created? Or did she warp Angie into yet another fragment where she was able to meet up with Hachijo Toya? Huh. I wonder which of those is the case. I think it might be the former, considering Angie didn't die in the real world yet, and that this seems to be still the meta world Angie, the copy. Are you saying Aunt Eva wrote down what happened that day?
中を読めば全てがわかるでしょう。
By reading its contents, you will probably learn everything.
しかし、その錠前を外す鍵の行方がわからないのです。
Exactly, I'm sure she didn't unlock it yet either. Or else why would she even be asking Bernkastel for freaking an answer page or something like she did?
However, we don't know where the key that unlocks it is.
I jumped. Then I looked down at my chest. Yep, that's where my brother hung that key. Yeah, this is the meta world. Huh? It's gone! The key's gone! What's wrong, lady? What key?
私がずっと首にかけてたでしょ。
It's been hanging from my neck for the whole time, hasn't it?
俺は知りませんぜ。
I never noticed it.
鍵なんざぶら下げてましたか？
You had a key hanging from your neck? I understood almost immediately. In the world of humans, I hadn't found the key. The me with the key is on the game board in the world of witches. God damn these...
鍵を持っている私に戻して。
Make the me with the key!
この日記を開けるわ。
I'm going to unlock this diary! Featherine lifted a finger, spun it around, and the world twisted again. When I returned to Featherine's study, the key popped back into existence, hanging from my neck. But at the same time, the diary on my lap popped out of existence. Ooh, that's the issue. That's the issue here. Damn. Okay. So that's why no one has been able to learn the truth. Because the key is in the meta world, and the diary is in the human world. Okay, I see. I wonder how Amakusa is like feeling about this. Or even if that is the real Amakusa. But at the same time, the diary on my left popped out of existence.
日記はどこに?
Where'd the diary go?
ゲーム版のどこかに存在するだろう。
It should exist somewhere on the game board.
そなたに与えられる鍵穴の一つである以上、必ずどこかに存在するはず。
Since it is one of the keyholes you are to be given, it must exist.
お兄ちゃんがどこかに隠している。
Did Onichan hide it somewhere?
バトラがあんたとのゲームを気取る以上。
Since Battler wants this to be a game between you and him,
それはおそらく完全な意味では隠されていないわ。
it probably isn't hidden completely.
どういう意味?
What do you mean?
バトラにとって奪われたくないキングであっても
Even if Battler thinks of the diary as a king he mustn't lose.
それはゲーム版に置かれていなければゲームとして成立せぬということ。
There would be no game unless it exists somewhere on this board.
つまりあの後ろ宮家のどこかにあったということ。
In other words, it's somewhere in the Ushimiya mansion.
あるいはすでにそなたには一度目にする機会が与えられているのかもしれぬ。
Or you may have already been given an opportunity to witness it.
詐欺師が一番最初に見せる契約書に極小の字にてすでに悪辣なる罠が記してあるかのように。
Like how a swindler has already hidden a trap in microscopic letters, on the first page of a contract you sign.
バトラがゲームマスターとしてミステリーの作法とやらにのっとるなら
If Battler follows the customs of the mystery genre as the game master,
手がかりは必ず提示され
clues must be shown.
バトラが負ける選択肢も必ず提示されている
So the choice that leads to Battler's defeat must have been shown.
エンジ
Angie,
思い出しなさい
try and remember.
あんたはすでにバトラの世界でエヴァの日記を見ているはずよ
Yep, she did. You should have seen Eva's diary in Battler's world already.
In that instant, from the back of my mind, drifted the very first scene of this final game. In the chapel, a book was lying on the altar, a book with a lock on it. Damn, what a song! As soon as I showed interest in that book, my brother suddenly grew stern and told me not to touch it.
あれがエヴァおばさんの日記
This OST is incredible. That was on Eva's diary.
そうよ
Bingo.
後ろ宮エヴァの日記
Ushiramia Eva's diary.
あの日の真実を記した一なる真実の書
The book of the single truth, with the truth of that day written inside it.
一なる真実の書
The book of the single truth.
それに本当の真実が記されているの
Is the truth really inside it?
だってそれはエヴァおばさんの妄言の可能性も
After all, there's a chance that it's just something that Aunt Eva.
赤き真実で私が断じ
I'll say it in red.
後ろ宮エヴァの日記一なる真実の書には
Ushiramia Eva's diary, the book of the single truth.
1986年10月4日から5日にかけての六軒島の真実が記されている
Oh, wow.
Has written within it the truth of Rokunjima during October 5th and 4th and 5th, 1986.
Damn. Damn. There we go. Okay. Good place to end it. Whoa. Everybody's having a good time at the party. Oh, God. Jeez. That is true. Oh my God, I just... God damn it, Bernkastel. You know no bounds. This is... Oh my God, it looks like we're really heading towards a major climax. Oh God, Angie. Oh God, Angie, please. You can't trust them. They do not have your best interests in mind. I know they don't. Please. Oh, God. Anyway, you guys, I had a wonderful time tonight, and I hope you guys had a good time too. We are going to continue this in 2 days. Hey, looks like we had a normal link stream for once at 2.5 hours. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. She is the Senate. You are absolutely right, Beatrice. Now that Featherine has finally taken the stage. Oh, God. Well, we're heading towards the climax at any rate, Ramsh. I will see you guys in 2 days. And I can't wait to see what happens next. I hope Angie does the right thing and realizes she's being manipulated. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.